Alright, so if you came here from a longer video that shows you pressing the button to play your game that you've launched on Steam, and you can't get to the executable, if you are a Steam developer and you are trying to solve this problem, right, you already uploaded the exe to Steam, either through a zip file or Steam pipe, and for some reason, when you go to the Steam client and try to play it, you are getting an error occurred while launching this game, missing game executable, and then it has the path to where that executable should be. If that is your problem, you need to watch this video. Now, unfortunately, I am a programmer first and a content developer second. I'm a programmer first and a content developer second. Now, what does that mean? Why am I saying that? Well, I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to edit this video, right? I'm not going to edit this video. Why am I not going to edit this video? Because I'm not going to waste my fucking time, right? But if you've been struggling, then the answer is going to be in here, my friend. The answer is going to be in here. It's just that I'm not going to edit the video. I'm not going to waste my time for that, especially because, you know, maybe, you know, a handful of people are going to stumble upon this and realize that this is the video for them. I'm not going to do that much. I don't want to do a whole bunch of work. I don't want to do a whole bunch of work when I'm supposed to be programming stuff for a minimum number of views. But I know there's a few of you out there that this is really going to help, so we're going to document it. So first of all, I need to go into the corporate repo, srgit, our flag means fun, games, and we have to find the Molons game. But, actually, let me just show you this, right? Molons, here is the zip file we uploaded, right? This Molons zip file, if we go in here, we see ml92gamesave.exe, right? This is all correct. I already know it's the uploading that's broken, because I fixed this before. I'm going to put this on another monitor, because I need to get out the passwords for the Steam Marketplace. So I'm going to go into my accounts folder on another monitor that you can't see, and I'm going to go look that stuff up in our corporate repo, and then we're going to go to Steam, and we're going to go put that in, right? So I found the information. We're going to go to Steam. So partner.steamgames.com/steamdirect. I don't know why it always does this. It's like, to get started, I'm already a member. Why do you keep on doing that to me? I don't know. Let's hit sign in right here. And we have to put our username in here, the corporate name, and then we're also going to put in the password. And after we put in the username and password, we are going to sign in. Okay, so once we've signed in, unfortunately, we have to waste more time by going to our email client. So I'm going to go up here on the top monitor and go to the email client. And we just have to log into our email and get that guard code. That's what they call it. Okay, so we're going to go log in with the corporate email and password. Okay, so I'm doing that right now. Hopefully they're smart enough to trim inputs here. We're going to find out pretty soon. And are we logging in? It looks like we're logging in. Excellent. Okay, so once we log in, I see that there is some Steam support. So I'm going to check that right now. And then it looks like I may need to check some other stuff in here because I'm seeing that I have itch.io and... oh, you sold 3 games. Oh, very nice, very nice. Because Josh said that there was some money from that, so that's where that came from. So I'm going to have to check that and make sure that I don't have to do anything to make that money go through. But right now, we got our guard code, so we're going to put our guard code right here from the email. And now, you are now a Steamworks partner. Yes, we know this. Yes, I would like to continue to this page. Thank you very much. View dashboard. Yes, I would like to view my dashboard. Let's go. So the game that's causing us trouble is this Molons game. So we're gonna click this, and here's what I've kind of found out. That it seems that if you don't set up the depot in the correct order, that it's kind of like screw you. Now it looks like maybe we're lucky because I see this depot has the problem that we're having. Now, I configured the depot and I configured the build, so I'm not sure why this is missing, but let's go click this and see if maybe the solution is a lot easier than I thought. So update install folder. Is the install folder supposed to be Molons? It should be, because we gave it like a Molons. Let's go look in the corporate repo really quick. So let's go grab the corporate repo and compare what's in the corporate repo against what we assumed we uploaded. So we're going to go into games, and we're going to go find Molons right here. And we have Molons 92 game save, right? And that's not the correct thing. We want the zip file. Molons 92 game saves. So here's the problem I'm seeing. ML92 game save, and then this is called ML92 game save, right? It's the folder is not called Molons. So now there's other things that can cause this, like setting up your depot in the wrong order. So this may not be the solution for you. There are other problems. You know, we're pretty small right now. So if this video has like less than 1,000 views, here's what I'm gonna say, right? If this view has less than 1,000 views, all right, if this video has less than 1,000 views, here's what I want you to do, right? If you're really fucking desperate, okay? I'm always down to make more content. So my email is kanjicoder@gmail.com. That is my personal brand email. If you email me and just say, hey, I'm having trouble, right? And if I'm not famous, right? Like if I'm famous and I'm just getting my inbox flooded with requests, then obviously you're out of luck, right? But if I'm not famous and I just see one random email from some stranger that needs help, then we could do some stuff on stream, and we could try to diagnose the problem, right? Obviously there is some sensitive stuff sometimes that comes up on these panels, so we would have to censor some things because obviously we don't want to compromise you. But I'd be willing to help. So keep that in mind. If you have randomly stumbled upon this, you're one of the handful of people who have stumbled upon this, and you are desperate. I would be down to do that. I think it would make some good content. So yeah, this current install folder is not correct though, right? We know that the install folder should be named this zip file, right? Now, actually, I don't actually know that for sure, right? I could be wrong, right? But I'm pretty sure the install folder needs to be named the same thing as the zip file. I could be totally wrong, but I'm going to update the install folder because I think that's what's going on. So I'm going to update install folder. And so ML92 game save is what that is right there. And ML92 gamesave.exe is what that is right there. Because when we go into the zip file, you can see that the exe has the same name as the folder. I'm okay with that. Keeping it as simple as possible means less things can go wrong. Now, it says that we have unpublished changes, so we're going to click this little hyperlink here, and we're going to go hit Prepare for Publishing, and we're going to hit Publish to Steam, and we're going to hit Steamworks here, and we're just going to be like, God help me, because I don't know if this is going to work. I'm getting used to troubleshooting here, but by no means am I an expert, right? This is only the third time I've got this working. Okay. So now that we have this, there's this little red thing here that says there's unpublished changes, but yet it says changes are now live. That's confusing as hell. The UI just sucks. Just remember that you can't trust anything on this goddamn UI until you hit refresh. Okay, so now we're gonna open up our Steam client, which is now on the wrong monitor again. We're going to go to our library in the Steam client. We're gonna go to, no, we wanna hit library, yeah. Okay, so right here, Molons. I think it would be a good idea to uninstall it and reinstall it. So let's go manage, and let's hit uninstall. And then what we're going to do, and I really should have not gone so fast right there, but oh well. Now we're going to hit uninstall. Sorry, we're going to hit install now, right? So, right, we have all these different games we can select over here, right? All these different games we can select over here. We're going to hit Molons. We already uninstalled it, and so now we have to reinstall it. So let's click this. Okay, so now we're just going to do desktop shortcut, and we don't really get to pick exactly where it goes. And why does it say Mo and... Oh, okay, I see it. Molons. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so let's hit install. We're going to hit install right here. Okay. So now we're going to wait, and it says 4.24 megabytes. That is actually... that inspires confidence, okay? So now we're going to hit this play button and see if possibly... Okay, so an error occurred, missing game executable. Okay, so we still have an issue. Okay, so what can we do about that? So first of all, we can see if that data actually exists uploaded, because it may not. So if we go to depots, I see that there is this depot right here, referenced by 3 packages, Molons content, and there should be a way to, it's either the depot or the build that we can somehow download some way. Now, I don't see it here. Let's hit edit and see what happens. all languages. It's not base app, all OSs. Well, actually, it's Windows. Okay. Architecture, all architecture. No, it's 64-bit. Platform, all. Okay. Let's save that configuration. Now, I don't think that's gonna fix it, but it could, right? Because now the Steam client knows that I'm on Windows. So if it doesn't think that it has a Windows executable, that could create a problem. So now we're going to go prepare for publishing. And we're going to hit publish to Steam. And we're going to go Steamworks here. And we'll be like, we're not going to waste our time on this because we know that we might keep on screwing this up over and over and over again to where it doesn't make any sense to put anything here that makes sense. Because we're just wasting our time. At some point, we're just wasting our time typing, right? So now we're going to go back to the Steam client, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go right-click this, and I'm going to go to Manage, right? So let me go through that again, right? Right here, we're going to right-click. Okay, we've right-clicked. So now we're going to go down here. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, too far. Manage. Okay, in Manage, right? We're at Manage right now. We're going to go over here. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to go hit Uninstall right here. Let's click that. Okay, so would you like to uninstall, right? Yes, I would like to uninstall. I'm going to click this button. Thank you very much. Okay, so now that we've uninstalled it, you can see that now Molans right here, right? Molans is selected here. We see Molans, we see install. Let us click this button right here. Okay, so we're gonna click this button. We will create the desktop shortcut. We're not gonna do this thing here. We can tell it what drive to go to, but we can't be more specific than that, and that is very stupid, but oh well. We're gonna install right here. Let's go install. Okay, so now we see right here a percentage, and we see Molan's button right here. Let's try it out. I'm losing confidence in this, but we'll get it eventually. Okay, so an error occurred. It is missing the executable. Okay, so we're gonna hit close, and we're gonna go back into our web client here, and we're gonna lose our shit and flip a table. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard. So in the dashboard, I think that there's something that we needed to do first. That it's not obvious, you know, in game design, which is weird because this is like a client for publishing games. In game design, you want to design something to where the player kind of naturally goes where you want them to go, right? And I'm going to tell you what, this client is not fucking designed that way, right? Because you kind of scroll down here and you see these checklists, right? You see these store checklists and you're like, oh, I'll just go off the checklist, right? And you see these build things right here, right? And you probably clicked one of these things first, right? When you were starting to add your build, you probably clicked one of these things first, right? Because it's a nice little checklist. And, but, my suspicion is that, it's either this motherfucker or this motherfucker right here, right? This doesn't look like it has anything clickable, right? This just looks like a database table, doesn't it? Right? Like, you can't click the title. But then you see this thing right here, right? And you can't click any of this, but then you see this. Oh, hey, that's clickable. This thing, this motherfucking thing here, I think it has to be configured first. And we failed to configure this first. And because we failed to configure this first, it might not work out for us. We might have to redo this from complete scratch, because that's what I did last time. So we see that this says apps, it says apps included. It has an application here. We see the depot, right? So it looks like it's all here for sure, right? It looks like it's all here. So if we click this, can we click this? Let's wait for a second, because, yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're back where we started. Let's click this again, right? Let's click this again, right? We're going to go back down here, and so we click this first thing, this app ID. Now, what about this depot included? Let's click this depot. Let's see what happens with this depot. I'm going to click the depot. Okay. So this thing, this motherfucking manifest, right? You're looking at this, and you're like, oh, look, there's my ml92gamesave.exe. How much you want to bet that when we try to download this as a zip file, it does not fucking work, right? Because I'm going to almost guarantee that when we click this, it ain't going to fucking work, right? So I'm going to blank out the monitor the first time we try this because, honestly, look, I've been to some bad websites on the internet, okay? Okay, so, okay, this actually works better than last time. This actually works better than last time because what I'm seeing here is I'm actually seeing it downloaded stuff, right? So if we go refresh this, right? If I go hit download depot as zip, I'm actually seeing a zip file. Now, is that contents actually there? I don't know. I wouldn't trust it, though. So we're going to go take this depot, and I'm just going to say download.zip, right? We're going to call it download.zip, and we're going to save it to the desktop, and then we're going to verify that the contents is actually there, because, you know, there's the possibility that it's not. So now we have download.zip right here, right? It is on our computer. Let's double click into it and see if the actual executable is in there, right? So right here I see ml92 gamesave.exe. So it's there. So a little bit confused, right? I made very certain to type everything correctly. So I don't know why it's not there. Now we could play this. Let's try to play this and see if it actually works. This application may depend on other compressed files in this folder. Oh, cancel. We have to extract this first. Yeah, we have to extract this first before we can try to play it, because, yeah, it's a zip file. Let's not do that. So let's go extract all, and extract. Or did I click that? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this thing here. Let's delete this one. Okay. And if we open this up, I see ml92gamesave.exe. Let's double click this and see if this actually, alright. Blah, 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 more info, run anyway. Yes, I'm totally giving myself a virus, even though we're the ones who made this. Okay, yeah, so it's here, The point is it's there. Okay, so we're gonna delete these things. I don't need this clutter on my goddamn desktop. Recycle bin with you, okay. So, what are we gonna do? Because it looks like it's all set up, right? You know, it looks like it's all set up, but yet, nothing's happening there, right? So let's go back to the dashboard, and how are we gonna do this, right? So, let's go view checklist, and let's go look at, so I see public default branch includes Molon GameSave92. This check mark is missing, so there's something we're missing here. There may be a branch configuration that we forgot. So looking at this, installation. This may have brought us to the wrong section, right? The checkbox said, oh, default branch, something, something, something. But it's very likely that this UI just fucking sucks, right? Where, oh, the checklist said I'm missing this thing. Oh, I'll hit the hyperlink on the checklist. You know, surely it will bring me to the right place, right? Do not have that much faith in this back of the house. The back of the house, just like in real life, in like a Waffle House or an IHOP or a Burger King or a Five Guys, the back of the house is a fucking disaster. It's chaos, and nobody fucking cares about it because nobody fucking cares about the employees. And if you are selling a game on Steam, you're kind of like the employee. You get treated like shit. Because, yeah, if they make stuff better for you, they're not going to get more profit, right? So they let this thing go to waste, and as long as it barely fucking works, they're okay with it. So we're going to go hit builds right here. We're going to go Steam pipe builds. And we know that we need to, so right here, it looks like this might be the problem right here, right? So we see app data, Molons, and right down here, I see that there's no branch. There's no branch that is selected, and that needs to be selected. Because otherwise, if there's no branch that's live, of course it can't find anything, right? So we're going to hit default for default branch, and then we're going to hit, so this is the weird thing, right? There's no save button, right? There's no save button. I can almost guarantee to you that this button called preview change is actually there to save things, right? For example, I just hit default. If I refresh, hey, look, that's not selected. So it looks like a button that's like, oh, just preview it, right? No, it's not just a preview. It's an apply button, right? This default right here, that's an apply button. So we haven't gotten too far to this, but that is kind of an important video to make. So I'm going to try to film another video, YouTube short where I talk about this. And I'm going to be back. I'm going to stop this because I think this is useful content right here. So I'm going to stop recording. I'll be back.